Nice to have you guys back again. In this video, we are going to learn how to find the components of vectors in terms of unit vectors. Finding components of vector in terms of unit vectors. So we have some questions here that we are going to use as our examples. So let's start with question number 1. Question 1 says that if Z1 is equal to 3i plus 5j and Z2 is equal to 7i plus 3j, find Z1 plus Z2. So now in this question number 1, we have I and j. These I and j are the two unit vectors. So I is a unit vector and j is a unit vector. So in this Z1, we have unit vector I and we have unit vector j. Now we come to Z2, we have unit vector I and we have unit vector j. So it's a very simple and straightforward question for us to solve. So let's say our solution. Now question 1. Now you see they say find Z1 plus what? Z2. So let's say Z1 plus Z2 is equal to, now what is the value of Z1? Z1 is equal to what? Now we say 3i plus 5j. Now plus here, plus Z2. Now go to Z2 now. What's the value of Z2? Z2 is equal to 7i plus 3j, right? So bring it here. 7i plus 3j. So now what we need to do now is to collect like terms. Now unit vector I goes with unit vector I here. Okay, sorry, this is j. So unit vector I is going to add up with this unit vector I here. So we are going to have 3i plus 7i. Then we add the unit vector j here to this as 5j plus 3j. So now this is going to give us 3i plus 7i, that will be equal to 10i. Then 5j plus 3j, that will be equal to plus 8j. And that is our answer. So we cannot add 10 to 8 because these are two different unit vectors. I and j are not the same. So that's our answer in question number 1. So question number 2. Question 2 says that if Z1 is equal to 2i minus 4j, Z2 is equal to 2i plus 6j, and Z3 is equal to 3i minus j. Find I, Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. So let's start with that. Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. So that will be equal to, now what you need to do is that, look at Z1. Z1 is equal to what? 2i minus 4j. So we plug in that value into this Z1 here. So that will be 2i minus 4j. Then plus here, plus. And what's the value of Z2? Z2 is 2i plus 6j. 2i plus 6j. Then bring in this plus here. Now Z3, what's the value of Z3? 3i minus j. 3i minus j. So now what we need to do here is just to collect like terms. Bring in all the unit vector I together. So here we have 2i. Here we have plus 2i. Here we have plus 3i. So we are going to bring the 2i plus 2i plus 3i together. Then here we have negative 4j. Then bring in this 6 plus 6j minus j. So now after that is done, say equal to, now 2i plus 2i will be 4i. Now 4i plus 3i, that will give us 7i. So the unit vector I is 7i. Then come over to j, minus 4j plus 6j, that will give us plus 2j. Then plus 2 minus j, that will give us plus j. So now our answer there is what? 7i plus j. Okay? Then the second question, that's II, says z1 minus z2 minus z3 equal to what? So now we just plug in the values. Z1, what is Z1? In question 2, Z1 is what? 2i minus 4j. Then here is minus, bring in the minus. Z2 is what? Z2 is what? Look at Z2 here. 2i plus 6j. 2i plus 6j. Then Z3, don't forget to bring in this your minus along. Z3 is what? Look at Z3. 3i minus j. So we say 3i minus j. So when that is done, what do? Collect like terms. So unit vector I, let's say equal to, we have 2i. Now come here, we have minus 2i. So we'll bring it here, minus 2i. Then we have minus 3i. Minus 3i. Then we go over to unit vector j. We have negative 4j. Then here we have plus 6j. Then here we have minus j. So now let's see what we are going to have as our answer here. Now 2i minus 2i, that will cancel out. This will cancel out this. So we are left with negative 3i. Then go over to j. Minus 4j plus 6j, that will give us plus 2j. Now plus 2j minus j, that will be plus j. So our answer there is negative 3i plus j.